Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we went through and captured a sector and tried to maybe set up a factory area. I'm just not convinced that this is our go-to. So our area was right here, I believe. I think so. Yeah, this is it. It has tons of titanium, a little bit of scrap, but in all honesty, not too much else that's super interesting. So titanium, great, awesome resource. But not something that like I need an absolute ton of for most stuff here. We are producing lots of silicon, which is awesome. But beyond that, we're not really doing a whole lot with this section. Or sector, should I say. So I'm not sure if I want to stay here or if I just want to go somewhere else. And I'm leaning heavily towards going somewhere else. Before we do that though, let's just set up a couple of unloaders and get the final pieces of what I want out of here done. So what I'm thinking here is that we're gonna have a couple of launch pads that are just gonna go back to some of the areas that we're traditionally already used to having stuff launch out of. I think that will help out a bunch, and then we'll figure out exactly what we want to do from there. So we're gonna do those guys. They're gonna launch over to that depot. All right, and we're just going to keep building a couple more of these. Again, I don't want anything crazy complicated. I'm just looking for a very basic setup to get all of this stuff up and out and over with. So we'll do that. Let's see here. We got you. We're going to launch. Oh, we don't have to do that. What am I talking about? We do have to switch this over. So silicon's going to go out. There we go. And I think what we're going to do is set up a little titanium mine as well to have that go in here. We only have 85 titanium at the current time, which is atrocious considering how much titanium we actually have access to in this world. So we're going to set that up. We'll get a couple air blast drills going. So let's see right there. 1, 2. The nice thing is we can supply those with some water from our pumps right over here. Oh, and see, we can't even build pulse conduit because we're out of it. Alright, so we'll do that. I'm just going to do this as a temporary little one for now. And then we'll figure out where exactly this needs to go in just a little bit. Here we go. We'll build all of that up. And we can't even build a larger one because we just have no titanium, which is sad. But this will get there. And once it does, we'll have plenty of titanium to do whatever it is we need to do with it. Now, I'm taking a look over here at our resources. We have some surge, we have some plastium, we have a decent amount of phase actually, and we have lots of spore pods for some reason. I'm not sure what we're going to do with those. Wow, this is going to take forever for these to get up there, and we can't... Oh, I can do a plastium conveyor? Heck yeah. Just going to send that up. I think I have enough stuff for that, right? Yeah, it doesn't use much at all. And I don't know how this ending is going to work out here. Are they both going to do their thing? We literally had one left. Now we have stuff flowing in there. That's what we need to see. And we'll get that guy there. And I might as well just throw in another air blast drill here. Why not? We can afford it. We should do it, right? Alright, so this one's going to go up and over. Then come back down and join in right there. Cool. Alright. Beyond that, we need to make sure we get all of these things with the proper liquid. So we can make sure our production is top-notch. So do all of that. Get that guy going too. Now these should be full up on water. We can add more pumps if we need to. I don't think we need to, but whatever. It's okay. There we go. Water's going up. These guys are going in. And you can see that we are producing a good amount of stuff here to get all of that going. And then, oh, that's right. We had this whole production setup going. I love just random stuff like this. It's not, obviously, this is not like a beautiful, great sector or anything like that. But it's doing the job we needed to do for getting our resources up and out, which is really all I'm concerned about doing right now. The whole point of this area was to be a factory, and that's exactly what I'm hoping it can be. I'm just going to try to spread these things out as much as possible. to make sure we get all of the things out of here that we need. So that's going to go up there like so. Then we can put that on there. This one can go away, and we can just have that merge right into there, and we're going to send titanium out. All right, that's going to unload a lot of titanium, but that's okay because we have tons of it coming in. You can see that even though we're unloading, the number is still going up, which is what we're looking for. I think I might do the same thing with thorium here, so I'm just going to quickly... Well, I don't want to do a copy necessarily. Let's just add our next sector stuff on there. That's going to go right there. That's going to go right there. Sure. All right, and that's going to be thorium because we don't need it. I'm not worried about this sector being under attack pretty much ever. And we at least have a little production facility set up. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing big deal, but it is at least getting things up and out of what we need for all of our stuff here. I may make additional silicon production areas because we just have so much of it. I don't I don't honestly know what we're going to do with all of it. I could also put an unloader right there and have it go up that way. I think, will that work? So let's see, if we chose that to be graphite, can I have it go this way? Yeah, I can. All right. And we're just going to copy 2 more of these bad boys. There we go. Alright, so now our graphite production should be... I mean, we still have tons of it coming in. Like, that number at 10,000 is not stopped, but that's okay. And you can see that we haven't really set up any factories per se. It's just more that we are running stuff to just hopefully be as efficient as possible, getting all of this out as quickly as we possibly can. We are running into a little bottleneck with this guy where it's not being as productive as it could be, so let's throw on 1 more of these. Get some water, and then it's just going to go like this and dump into there, and that should stop. It should really increase our production overall of what we're doing here. Oh, look at that, we do have it is under 10,000. Okay, cool, but we should have just increased our production significantly, so we should be good there. And otherwise I think we're okay. Again, this one's really just a good source of titanium. We are using it for a few other things, but nothing crazy, and I don't know if I want to go through the energy expenditure of getting all the other stuff, especially as we're spending all of our money right now trying to do all of this. So let's go in here very quickly and try to save our production facility, because right now we are using up lots of power and we don't need to. I am going to make sure to shut that one down just for a hot second. There we go. Okay. And then what I should be able to do is just add on some steam generators. I know they're not everybody's favorite, and I don't particularly care. I just want to make something that's going to work for the most part. So I have that. Then we can go through and unload all of those. And that should put us, oh wow, it doesn't even put us back on the plus side yet. Okay, we need to do more, which is not a big deal. Just need to make sure we do it. So copy all of those, and we're just going to bring that over to this side. And then as far as water goes, we're going to get a rotary pump over here. And that's going to supply all of this with the power that we need to have once we, you know, give it power. All right. And now we're back on the plus side of power. Everything is honky-dory. I'm a happy camper. And we're producing 1,000 power per second without really doing much of anything. So we have these supply lines going in here. This one probably could get more stuff, but it's doing fine. It's maxing out, which is what I want. And I'm pretty happy with this general setup. I'm just not going to spend any more time going through here. So the question now becomes, what do we do here? We know that Desolate Rift is out there. We know that we have 4 eradication bases, and there's another one here, I believe. Yeah, another one there. These are not eradication bases, but have high threats. So those are kind of interesting to me as being a little bit more of a challenge. And there's another medium over here. I don't know if I need to go in and cover over all of these, like these low threat ones. I don't want to do that. I could just blast through them real fast, which I might just wind up doing here. But this one seems like more fun to me. So we're going to launch into there. We're going to find max. Can we max that one out? No, we don't have enough thorium for that one. Okay, but we can max this one out. We'll launch over and see what we have. And we'll find out what's there, what's not. All right. So we're going to immediately pause once the dust settles. We got lots of good resources in here. All right, we have water very close with coal. Awesome. That means we can have power pretty easily. If we head up and over, there are splotchy resources everywhere. Again, lots of titanium, coal. Ooh, there's some lead in there. Okay. All the way out here. I'm assuming they're going to be coming from here. I hope that's where they're coming from. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. So let's go over and just see where they're coming from. That will give us our first indication of what we need to do. I think it's going to be from somewhere over here. Yep, there it is. Okay. So we have some options that we can go through and pursue. Mainly, we have the ability to just go ahead and set up a blockade right around this area or back here, which I think is more likely to block these two areas off. Although there's a ton of coal there. But we have enough coal to do other things. But I think our goal is going to be block this off very quickly, just set up some basic defenses, and then we can, have some more fun. All right, so let's go ahead in here and figure out what we want to put in place where. And then we also have lead here, which is nice because we can at least get some basic defenses set up. All right, so for step one here, we have 4 minutes to figure this out. Step one is going to be to set up some basic electricity for ourselves. And once we have that established, we should be in good shape. So we're going to use an air blast drill here. Just trying to find, there we go, that's fine. Just want to find like the highest usage area of that so we can get that started. Then we're going to lay in some, not combustion generators, get some steam generators, and we're just going to line them up like so. We'll add our pumpy pumps, boom, 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 and boom. We'll get this, the output, and to go down. And we'll line all of those up like so. And then inside of power, we are going to need to have a node here. So I'm going to put that node kind of close to this side. And then we're going to put a battery. When I select the right thing, we'll get a battery right there. And then we're going to put in a solar panel over here. And that should hopefully be enough to get us jump started on what we need to do here, because all we really need to do is produce one coal, and once that's started, we have a chain reaction going with all of the power generation stuff. So that should be easy. There we go. And then where our last piece is going in there, there we go, that's running. And once we get our first piece of coal, game over, we're set and ready to go. Okay, cool. So we're up and running with that. Let's now go and see defense-wise what we want to do. So we're producing 400-ish power. I may just go out like this and just see what kind of defenses we can muster without having to really do any real defense here. All right, so we're going to go in very quickly. We'll throw a titanium wall in there. Not really like the best defensive measure in the world, but it will work. And then we're going to go in here and let's just throw some lancers in there for at least to get started with. And that should all be fine. Like, these should be able to fire and do their thing without any problems, and we'll be in really good shape if that's the case. We do have, I know we have other stuff we need to look at, but for right now, this is just fine. All right, and then we're going to need to continue that power heading up this way. And I think this is going to be our natural blocking areas over here. So let's go in and block out that area. Put in another one of those. And then we can get our lancers in there. I know they're not like the most powerful thing in the world, but I'm happy with it. And it will do the job that we need to do for at least the initial beginning parts of this game, or this sector. So we spent just over a minute and 20 seconds or so of game time, and we have power production set up, and we're going to have our base level defense. It's not going to be our final defense. We need to do a whole lot more for that, but we at least have an initial setup to get rolling with here. What I'm thinking here is that we're going to put some type of drill in here, and then we can manufacture some graphite, and then we can put some salvos up there and probably do the same thing down here. There's a huge coal area that we'll be able to get that set up. I'm not anticipating any problems with that, and we should be in really good shape with all of that stuff. Now, farther up here, I'm going to take a moment and just kind of supply some battery power, I think, up in this area just to give us a little more, because we've already maxed out our current battery. We only have one and it's full, so let's just have an additional little small battery bank that will also allow, if one of these lines get cut to these guys, that we at least still have them being powered and doing their thing. All right, we're still doing fine power-wise. Okay, great. We have that. Let's go back here and get some air factory stuff set up. This is going to be an unnecessary amount of silliness that I'm going to do here for a second. But basically, I want to make sure that we're ready to rock and roll with whatever it may be. So we're just going to get them all set here, and then we'll be able to go in and hopefully knock out what's going on here. All right, so do that. Oh, we need power, don't we? There we go. And then we want monos, and they're all just going to hopefully drill and do their thing, and then we'll be good with that. All right. On the other end of things, let's go in here, and let's supply them some force projectors. So 1 and 2. Oops, did I not build the second one? There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing down here. 1 and 2. Now we're plus about 1200 now. As soon as that goes on, we use up a fair amount of power to do that, but that's okay because it saves us power in the long run. If these go down, we start running into potential issues, and this should help solve that problem. All right, and then the other thing I need to do is some MEM projectors. Get a couple of those down there and a couple up here. They're not using any power right now, but we are on the negative side. So we need to go back here. And basically we're going to continue this whole idea going down. Don't really care about the lead that's there right now. There we go. And what are we lacking here? What do the steam generators have that we don't have? We don't have silicon. Okay. Oh, we should probably, find our depot and have all that launch to where we're at right now. And we'll watch them launch just to make sure they get to where they need to go. They're loading up nice and quick. And there they go. Okay. So where we're at should also be able to get silicon taken care of. There is sand, a lot of it, and a lot of coal. So we should be fine with that. See, we've already got the silicon. Oh, we're using up a lot of it over here too. So we're going to have to address that potential issue here real soon. Let's just double check. Salvos don't require that. Air blast drills do require just a very little bit though, so I'm not too worried about that. There we go. We'll get our water extractor in there. Another one over here. And then we're going to go in here, factory-wise. Multi-precious needs water, correct? Water and coal, and it's going to make what we need. Perfect. So we're going to go like so. Actually, let's go all the way up here. The reason I want to go up there is because I can get the water, cheaper water, should I say, out of that. So we're going to do that over there and up. And then that's going to go into a vault that then we can build some salvos from. And we're out of titanium as well. Awesome. Okay, that's at least something we can drill for. We don't need a lot of it. And we're just going to use one of these guys over here. And that's all going to come back to our core, where we can hopefully just take advantage of that stuff quickly here, because I want to get rolling on making stuff in here. All right, we have those coming. That one's coming like so. And I'm just going to build a stupid amount of these things. Not because we need them right now, but just because I'd like to have them. And then we can upgrade these things down the road to some actual real solid stuff. But right now, that's going to at least allow our titanium issue, which is gone, to at least get temporarily solved. All right, we are on a wave right now. There they are. It's just, I could probably take that guy out without having to do anything. Again, I can just knock these guys out without having to do anything. This is fantastic. He doesn't even get to leave a circle before I get him. That's awesome. One and two. All right, I'll let the experts handle that for a sec. Let's go back up here. I think we have all of our stuff now. And then we just need an unloader. And that's just going to be responsible for graphite, even though it's the only thing it's getting fed with. So that should be fine. Now those guys are getting filled up. We're going to do the same thing over here. They're going to output directly into a multi-press, which will then go directly into a vault once we have enough titanium. And then we'll build some salvos along there and be in good shape. But as we're doing this, we can see that our beltway here is getting full, so we're going to upgrade it very quickly to better be able to support what we need to do. And that increased capacity should hopefully help us out a bit. There we go. All right, I think we're going to be good there. We can do more, but I'm not worried about that right now. Let's go in. Where's this crew? You guys are all going to be mining now. That's all I need you to really do. Let's go mine, get our lower level resources. This, we're going to build a vault right there. And then we can put an unloader right there. And then we're going to get salvos and line them up all across that entire opening there. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. No! Boom, boom, boom. That one was built incorrectly. And then this is going to come down and over like so. There we go. Okay. So we're producing, this thing's full. There's 1,000 in there. These guys are just about done their show. And there we go. All right, next round. And I love that I can just pick on these guys and not have to worry about anything really. I also like that they're kind of coming back to some some of our farther away. Like, this is not a better choice up here. You're going to get smacked up there. Like so. Alright, we may want to put some segments in there just cuz. Just to stop any stuff from coming in to potentially hurt us. It doesn't really matter, quite honestly, but it's one of those things that we can do it, so why not? Now we can throw some more segments over here so each of those has their thing. Good for us. I'm not worried about this sector at all at this point. I know we're going to win. Like, that's beside the point. The next step here is really just making sure that we get the amount of capacity we need out of this place. So titanium has been a consistent problem for us. It's one that I don't have a lot of places that have it. So we're going to spend some time making sure that we get those better established here. So those are going to go in like that. Then we can do this. Yep, that will work for both of them. And then we're going to run that all the way across. And we'll dump it down like that. Alright, and that should solve a whole bunch of our titanium issues without really having to do too much work. Let's see. I have questions about how some of this stuff works. So what I want to try doing here, and let me know how terrible of an idea this is, but I'm going to try to see if I can join, and I remember this being an issue before, I just don't remember why. If I can do this and join that in there like so. Okay, so it does work. It just overtakes the other one. Okay. So let's see if we do that and then have that flow in there like that. Do we get to have some time where they take turns or no? Nope. All right, let me get that reestablished. This we're going to get down here like so. And I guess we will go in and have this one just output along there. Sure, why not? This is a tremendous waste of resources, but it's okay. Alright, so at least now we have some stuff flowing in and out of here. We will get some better stuff here. Like, I'm going to get this one over here. We'll get an air blast drill on that. There we go. That will go there. And then we can use titanium to flow over here. And it's going to go up. And I'll go in there. I'm sorry, my dog is currently freaking out. I have no idea why, but she is not very happy right now. She has something in her ear and she's making lots of noise about it. I think she's settled for the most part right now, but she's looking at me like, let me out. I need to go take care of my ear. I don't know what I can do for that. There's just nothing I can do for her ear right now. Yep, there she is. Sorry about that. I don't know what she's barking or thinking about, but yeah, she's not a happy girl right now. She's now next to me. My hand's not on the mouse because I have to pet her ear. And she's very forcefully making my hand do that. And so she may bark a few more times here. I don't know. But if she does, it's okay. She's a good girl. There she goes. Alright, so I think I might actually pause this and go let her go outside or figure out what's going on. No, she's starting to lay down. Or she's now pacing. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's see how we're doing otherwise. We have copper coming in. We have, let's see, what else can we throw on here? There's lots of lead around, so let's try to see if we can just take advantage of some of that, because there's no reason not to just try to maximize some of the things that we have here. So I'm going to go get that one, throw that in there. And then we can take that. And we'll just kind of mirror this going up a bit. But then what I think I'm going to do is throw it onto something there. and have it go up and out. And that's just going to give me the ability to put it in, like to feed it from up to 3 different areas, which is what I can do with the coal or the copper right now. So this line here is going to go like that. Then I have another one come here, another one over there, which I don't know if we'll need to do that, but I like knowing that I can. So like if I wanted to, I could put this guy here, get some water for it. We'll get some power in a second, but that can cross over and go straight into there. And then this one can do the same thing, except it's going to go at that spot. Get some water for it. And then that can get fed over here and over. All right. And for those of you who, again, are far more experienced than me in this game, what should I be focusing on? Because I don't know like what production-wise I need to focus on. Like of these resources up here, do I need like a ton more phase? Am I just way out of my league and I need to get tons more phase? Am I missing tons of surge? Am I missing tons of plastium? What do I need in order to be prepared, should I say? I don't think I'll be successful the first couple times around, but I want to be successful long term about what we need. So like thorium and sand, I can't build that in this one. There's not even scrap, so I can't do that. Surge requires copper, lead, titanium, and silicon. I can do that one. That's interesting. And then plastium is just oil and titanium. And we know oil we can get. I think there was oil in this world, but oil we can make out of spore pods, or yeah, we can do it out of spore pods pretty easily. And then we also have the coal centrifuge that takes oil and makes it into coal, right? Yeah, we don't want that one. But we have the ability to make, so where's my surge or my, where is it? Not the cultivator. Spore press. Where are you, spore press? There you are. So spore press is just spore pod and some power. Is that all it is? That's all it requires? And it outputs oil, yeah. So like we could definitely make some things without too much work here. I just don't know what to make or why it spends time doing one thing over another. So I need you guys to help me in prioritizing. I know I've had some comments about going to Desolate Rift, which I desperately want to do. I'm also desperately terrified of it. I would really, really like to play with that and see what some name sectors would be, because I haven't really faced a name sector in a long time. I also want to go after some of those eradication bases. And I just don't know where I want to go with this one here. But we're just going to fast forward through some of these waves to try to get stuff done. I'm not super worried about making a whole bunch of things right now. I just want to try to capture some sectors and get set up with all this. And, oh, we need more production on the energy front, which luckily we can absolutely do. So we're going to go back over here to power. I know that these aren't like the best. I could definitely build better power plants, but that's not my goal right now. I just want to supply what we need so we have all of the bases here. All right, so I have that. Stop running into me. And then I can have these guys flow out here and then up there. Boom. Do all of that, and then we can get these guys moving along. There we go. That should easily solve our power issues. And I'm going to continue to fast forward here, even though I think we're fine on all these fronts, but let's see how we're doing here. And is there a faster way to load these, or am I doing it right? Like, I know I can get these more compressed. I just want to know if there's a better way to do this or not. Because can I? Yeah, see, I can flow that all onto one belt and have like this master belt go in, which is kind of fun. So let's look at that. So if we can fill up 2 of these plastium belts going in, that would be a nice use of resources, I think. So we have our first one. There's some gaps in there, but we're still filling in most of those gaps pretty easily. And then we need a second one here with something. I don't know what that something's going to be, but I could do more. And I don't think this area really has resources for more. I do have tons of spore pods, so I could just unload spore pods out of here and create stuff with that if I wanted to, without having to do a lot of work. I can also go into the cultivators here. We can see that They just require water. And if we take a look at these guys, it's 18 water, which is a lot. These only provide 10, but I can, or outputs 7. And what are the spore pods again? I have short-term memory loss. 18. Okay, so I would need to use probably a rotary pump, which supports. Okay, so 2 rotary pumps, or really 1 rotary pump. Let's see what we have here. All right, so we're gonna do cultivators, and I'm gonna run them straight down like that. And the cultivator, all it needs is water, and we get a spore pod out of it. Now, each one of these, I can just run them down like so. And get that set up. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these quite yet, but I know I can do something. All right. Let's run them into a vault for right now. Just so we're not wasting production time on them. Then we'll go back over here. Is it plastium that needs? Okay, so we need to make oil now. So we need a spore pod press, and that's only going to require spore pods and some electricity. And we're going to get spore pods out of it. Okay. Or we're going to get oil out of it. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2. And I'm just going to put unloader there and unloader there. And that's going to be for spore pods. And for spore pods. And then we can throw that into a big tank. And then we just need to give it a little power. Alright, so that's all working. Doing its thing. The number's going up. We got oil going in. And then we can finally take our plastium compressor, which is oil and titanium. Actually, yeah, let's... Okay, we don't need a lot of titanium, so I'm not going to use resources to build extra stuff that we don't need. And then that's going to come straight down like so. And then we can throw that guy into there. And then we should be able to output stuff out to our core. Let's see, where do I want to go? Can I just dump it into that? Will that work? There we go. Okay. So we just need to let it build up and then we can go there. That's doing just fine. So I'm going to make a copy of that. Just hold F and do that. We'll put one there like so. And I guess we're going to need even more. We're going to have to do a better job here. We don't have enough. All right. So we're going to put that guy there. We'll put this one all the way over there because that's fine. We'll throw that there. And then we'll get this going down and power. There we go. And then I can put a splitter over here, I believe. There we go. Oil levels are maintaining. So I'm going to put one more of these, I think. So one more plastium compressor. We could put it right. I can't put it right there. All right, we're going to put it up here. All right, so we're going to do that. That's going to come off of there. This is going to come over there and then down. And then that's going to go right there. Okay. I mean, we're not producing a ton of this stuff, but every little bit helps. And it looks like we're doing the job. The oil is mostly maintaining. The nice thing here, though, is that if we need more, we can just go in and find another spore press. We'll throw it like right there. And then we'll take this and head up that way and go in there. And then we can throw another unloader right there. And that should help oil go up, I think. Yeah, it looks like our oil is back on the way up because the plastium compressors consume how much oil? 15 per second. And the spore press is making 18 per second. So we have an imbalance here. We could get more of these to try to supply that area a little better. But I don't know what I want to do with that. And we're maintaining just barely this balance here. It's going down, so we're probably going to need to get a few more of these in place. So I'm going to just slowly try to get a few more put in here. Just to try to maintain that balance, because we were at 790 when I stopped. Now we're at 750, so it's going down. If we can just supplement that just a touch, we'll be in much better shape. And you can see that our plastium numbers are increasing. Oh, crap. One problem, we're using up all of it because we haven't done any of, the work that we normally do with building on all this extra stuff. So now we can at least increase our capacity for all this and be in good shape. We're still dealing with our last few remaining rounds of bad guys. This one is 11 enemies, but they're all the same style. And I can shoot at them from afar. I love that I can just take pot shots at them. I think I could probably win this sector without even having any defenses. Be a little risky, but I think it could be done. 6 bad guys, none of which are concerning really. Again, if they had an air force, they could just fly straight across over here and wreak absolute havoc, because there's nothing. Once you get past that initial line, there's nothing. But we just don't have that, knock on wood, we don't have that issue right now. And hopefully it won't become one. So I'm pretty happy with how we're set up here. I do like that we have additional lines flowing in here. I wish this was a little bit more busy, but it's not bad. And we have almost everything we need, I think, to be successful with just making this stuff. So let's keep going here and figure out what we're doing. But again, I need to know from you guys, what do I need to focus on? What resource or resources? Oh God, we have bombers. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board a little bit. We're gonna make a little split out here. We're gonna bring some salvos farther back, I think. Just to make sure we have all of our bases covered. All right, and then we're just gonna go salvo like every other. This is highly, highly, highly unnecessary. They've shown no interest in really doing this, but doesn't mean they won't. So we're going to very quickly just go in. And whoa. Why do we not have power? Why do we not have power? Oh God. Oh God. Okay. We're going to disconnect this. And we'll disconnect this. And this, and this, and this. And try to get power back online here. I think when we put all these in, they just used up way too much power. That's okay. And then we want to get power back out to the main front line there if we can. And we're still using tremendous amounts of power right now. So we're going to disconnect that again. And let's go in and set up some solar farms. It's probably not the best location for solar farms, but we do need to get this place back producing something better. All right, let's see. We can get more coal up here. do that. That's one of the reasons I do like having analog stuff in place just in case power fails. Like if that happened and our only resource that was protecting us was the Lancers, we'd be in a little bit of trouble. So I do like having like physical things in the way of some of their choices as well, just to make sure that we have our stuff covered here. Let's go down here. We're just going to try to make sure we get all of this stuff fed. And then we need to make sure power is coming up to that guy. So we are on the plus side of power, which means we can hook that area up. We're still on the plus side of power, but just barely. And let's see, I might start another area here where we can get some more steam generators, just a big line of them. So I want them to come in here, so let's go there, and then we're just gonna go straight across. Actually, I want to bring them down lower. So it's going to come across like that. And then we can do the same thing with our pulse. Get that in there. And we're going to run a big old pump. All right. And then we can run that there. Okay. So hopefully that will get us back up in the power around here. Because I'm going to reconnect. Oh, that area is all connected. Cool. So we're up plus on power on all this stuff. All right. We're doing fine. Now, not totally fine. We still need to reconnect this whole get up. There we go. Okay, that's... Oh, that took away a good amount of power, but not like crazy amounts. These guys are definitely helping produce the power that we need for everything. All right. Feeling slightly better. Was not expecting us to get knocked out quite that fast, but that's fine. And then this is our last round of bombers coming in. Which again, our power doesn't even acknowledge or really think exist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So they did want to come in and knock out what we had there, but we captured it and we did our job. So that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. Again, let me know what resources I need and where I should be going next, and I'll see you in our next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.